Couple one or dynamics one. Chakam. Sheep number two. Chakam. Number three. Chakam. Number four. This one is the sheep or the dynamics with the most doings. Chakam, chakam, double chakam, and then chakam for number five. So you guys, the current dynamics in the house is such that most people have found their person. So moving forward, I believe we'll be seeing most of these people together. We're getting to that stage where some of the housemates will be in their Love Island phase. We'll have that Love Island type of dynamics, and then the other people that are still just on their own. They have their people, but on a friendship level, on a friendship note. Of course, some of the couples now they will lose their other half by the time they do like a few evictions and stuff. So I'm just coming to give you guys updates on like the doings, the happenings, and how things are progressing, so that when we enter gear two or gear three, we will not be trying to find out how we got there. There will be no form of confusion. So let's begin with couple number four or number five, the couple with the most things. I'm going to call them the temptation couple. That's the name that I'm going to give them. So that's where we're going to begin for today's video. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video. So, temptation couple. Let's begin with them. Yesterday, before this, Jason, I don't know if you guys watched the diary session. I captured it actually, but I was not able to cover it here fully. So Jason spoke about his friendship with Dede being over, that he's done with the whole Dede dynamics. And from Dede's angle too, she had already told him before, after the Sultana peeing thing and the kissing stuff, she already told him that she's going to reduce their conversation to the minimum. So that one now, they've gone their separate ways. And Jason also mentioned that he would build on the friendship with Sultana. He'll keep building on the friendship with Sultana. So hence we have these particular dynamics. But it's not just friendship anymore, because even as he has been speaking about trying to avoid, any form of temptation, we are still seeing some happenings here and there. Last night, I think it was more of like a peck on the cheek and a peck on the lip. It didn't last for a long time, but Sultana was just smiling and being, she was just blushing. I say, a girl is in like, let me not say in love because it's too early to call this love. There was even like he even had to go close the door. I don't know if it was a case of him not wanting any form of obstruction from others, or the light was disturbing his eyes. But I was watching them, and then after some time, Kayode decided to move the camera when I felt like things on things were about to happen, even though later on Jason left the room. But Kayode, you need to be calming down. We need to be knowing what exactly is going on. Don't be moving it when we are trying to understand what is going on there. After we'll not have to make up things in our head. No, we're not going to do that. So they spend their chill time last night. That's Sultana and Jason, and I believe that things are going to continue to progress from here. This is just week three. These people seem like they are going to stay long on the show, so expect so much more to come. Now for Dede and Kola. Yesterday, the gist I brought to you guys was her querying him for what he said about, oh, if there was another Dede, somebody else like Dede, he will not be as into her as he is. And I told you that there's progression here, even with the way the closeness, the physical, the physical closeness. Before, if it's like this, her facial expression has her facial expression when she's even talking to himself, you would even tell that she was not in the mood to watch. She was not having that same vibe, right? But now there's more chilled. You know, they are having more chilled conversations. They seem more comfortable. So, it's either it's still part of the game, or we're actually seeing a progression. So they're basically talking about their friendships with other people, and Dede was just saying that she would like to know like the people that he intends to be close with, like other people that he can. She doesn't want to limit him, but she would like to know people that he intends to keep like close to him as friends, just that kind of gist.
I don't know what else to be true with everybody. I just want to know people that you want to have very close. Two, three, that's inclusive, that's fine. I see what you're saying. But it just doesn't have to be the general. I'm just talking about like my friend. What's fine? There's no boundary. Like, what's fine?
So her- I think her points here was from what I got because they've their own this thing. I don't. The problem I'm going to have with this ship is the whole whispering and them not speaking out loud. People that please tell them that we can't hear them. I'm not hearing you speaking loud. We can't hear them properly, and that's the problem I'm going to have. And it happens with some couples or some ships. Once they start their shipping, we'll not be hearing only bedroom voice. I beg people in the name of God, let's be hearing so that we can understand how things are moving. So she was basically, just from what I understood from that whole conversation, or that part of the conversation, is that she doesn't want him to be like all over the place and talking to everybody about maybe their dynamics. You know how Kola has been in the past. So I think she's trying to prevent that. She's trying to prevent a situation where he'll be everywhere giving gist to everybody. So she wants him to like be more focused on the few friends that he will keep in the house, and more like quality as opposed to quantity. That's what I got from that. And then they had other gist. Kind of they moved the camera to couple number the other number. I've lost count of the numbers now. I've mixed their numbers. But the other ship, there's Bright and Midday. And now if you can see, they're now hanging out close to each other. This four in one couple. This four in one thing that they've been trying to avoid since. It's definitely going to happen. I see it happening. They're going to be doing things together, eating together, getting food together. We're going to have another Nelita and Aces, and Nelita and the other people. They are four in one ship. So Bright and Midday, they also like had like conversations about outside. He was just basically asking Midday what it is that she she can hear about him, or things that they would do outside that would make them not be with each other, or that would be like a, would I say, breaking point, or a, what do they call that, deal breaker, that kind of thing now. So for him, he was saying if he hears that, maybe she has like somebody on the outside, and obviously maybe because he's not aware and he told her his own, she did not say it. He just said that one. Her own was saying, she said if she hears that he was speaking bad about her in the house, and then also if she gets to find out that he has been doing sneaky things with other girls, right? So that was just like, just normal conversations that they were if I say happening, they were having. And then for Doris and Denari, they were she was feeling sleepy. To be honest, they're kind of cute. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, because of, I guess it's because of the way, it's because of how Denari is so caring, and he's a good listener. He gives her listening ears. He gives her like cool advice sometimes, and he's just basically very caring. He has toned, when you're in your feminine energy. Waiting that they talk. Anyway, it's just unfortunate that it might be ending on Sunday. So we might get back to, Doris might go back to her villain era. Like she said the other week, she was in a villain era. So who knows? Let's just take it as it is for now. And then for Koyi, he was having a conversation with Kaikumi and Mensan, and they were telling him. So Kaikumi was telling him that he feels like he feels like Koyin likes did it. But the reason he didn't push for it is because she spoke about being in a relationship outside, and Queen just said that no, that he doesn't like anybody in the house, and that's if he wanted to, you know, um, gets if he wanted to get close to Dede in that way, he would have still gone for it, regardless of whether she's in a relationship or whatsoever. Like, when has that ever stopped anything? So, and that's they may even be thinking that this is the person that he likes. Meanwhile, it may be somebody else. That's more like he's telling them that they should not be trying to predict him. That is like, you can't tell what it is that he's up to in the house. That was his own thing. Then for Ortega and Selma, they are like a couple that are still in its developing stages. I told you guys that in the game that they played, they asked Thelma a question about like who would she like to knock in the house. She mentioned Ortega, and they've been having like up close and personal conversations for some time now, and I see it brewing or like developing into something more. And normal now we have Isabella and Kaikumi. At this point, I don't think we need to even be calling them out again per se, because they are like they are on. I used to call them toxic sheep, but I don't know what I'm going to call them right now, because they are on and off. For a while they were on and off they've been on and off, and so many things have gone on in that ship. At this point, I don't even know if they are on or they are off. But yeah, these are the couple dynamics or the shipping dynamics that we have in the house. The other ones are still brewing and waiting to see whether Capable and Avatar would be something. Since Avatar said she likes him, whether she'll push for it, I don't know. Which other set of people? Amo, this way I'm just gonna end it. I just said make I give una small gist this morning. The house is pretty calm. Everybody don't calm down. Their head don't change. Everybody is on a very chill vibe. It's as if they poured cold water in the house. So not so much is going on. I just came to give you guys a quick gist. So thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Bye.